lifestyles and transformations to not go, to gain business. Like I posted a lifestyle game and I got an Indiana contact, you know. Hope this starts up in Indiana because it's saturated in Kansas City. So if I find someone it's not there yet, in that demographic, and then it starts building there, which I'm gonna go make sure it does, that's huge. That's huge because the first person who got in here, his name was Randy Regier, and he was a dentist in Kansas City. And his son was marrying the daughter of one of the first guys who got in. So when they start, this was a company from 2004 to 2011 in Canada, and they decided they wanted to take it public. And what's the fastest way to grow something? They said put it into direct marketing and let the U.S. run wild with it. And so they went and they found some of the top leaders of Amway who had run that race. They knew direct marketing sales, and they brought them into TrueStar. So one of those guys' daughters was marrying a dentist in Kansas City. His son showed it to his dad. His dad showed it to a few people, and it took off like wildflower. And that guy he is rolling. The whole town of Kansas City is under him. And so that's what if you got people on the outside, kind of hope that you can get it into a demographic. It hasn't been reached yet because we're still in those growing pains. So it was just on Mission Makeover. I think we're about 2 years away from it just taking off and being really huge, saturated. And then it goes public. There'll be some options for people who have hit certain ranks and stuff. So, but I don't want to keep you anymore on that. So that's an option there. And, you know, if you can see, my passion is for life change. My passion's for financial change, for changing your life in your job and being happy if you're stuck in a rut or you don't like what you're doing. Or my passion is for people finding the Lord. My passion is for people changing their bodies. And, you know, that's why I'm doing everything I want to do right now. And so if you need help, if you need that connection, I'd love to work with you. And if this doesn't sound like a fit to you, no problem. Maybe you can take the portal, make yourself a free nutrition, exercise, whatever, and save some money, you know, and that's fine too. But the Facebook group, I think, is where it really, truly happens. It's a huge accountability and support system. And I post recipes, inspiration, some exercises. I teach a lot. I answer questions. So when you say they do Monday weigh-ins.
Oh, yeah. I've learned so much through it. I tried to do the whole low calorie because I thought that's how you lose weight. And then I got to a point where, yeah, I lost weight, but I didn't like anything about how my body looked. That's when I reached out to you, and I've only been doing it for a month, and I've lost like 3 pounds, but my stomach is so much flatter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not where I want to be. I still need to continue, but it's crazy. And the supplements are insane. Like, I love them. I started in 2 weeks after I started, my parents got divorced. And so I kind of went down, just depressed. I went off all supplements, and then finally, 2 weeks ago, I was like, okay, I just need to get my life back, get back on the supplements, and I don't even stress about it. I ended up with heart palpitations due to the stress. They're gone because I went right back on the supplements, the True Stress.
Yeah. Oh,
it's
yeah.
crazy.
I took that before y'all came over. It's doing pretty good.
It is crazy.
Rough day with the daughter. I'm popping the True Stress. I call it Mama's crack. Have you taken it yet? Oh,
I think it's today. I took him too.
Twice a day.
It's good stuff. Oh man, you got kids.
It must have been the day.
You can at least cover your own shipment by telling mothers, go up to the school parking lot line. This is True Stress. It's better than crack. It's, nothing I know what that is, but it's amazing. It just, okay, so you can at least get your out of shipment covered. But do you guys have any questions for me? You know what? I don't want to hold. I'm gonna. It's like 7:30. That's pretty good. I'm going to just kind of stand around. You guys can ask questions. Real quick, do you have any questions on the business?
I have a question. I think the way, you do so good at it because
I'm a trainer. I have a network,
yes.
a client base, yada.
Yeah.
Okay. The 2 women above me, who are making more money than me, housewives. Because I make good money with retail, and retail earns you trips to Hawaii, Cabo, because it's a fast way to rank up through the company, okay? But I had 6 people above me. One is a businesswoman who's a CEO of a bank. The other one is I got 2 dentists above me. 3 of them are stay-at-home moms. Gretchen McGraw, who's right above me, her and John were my friends, stay-at-home mom. And then there's a military doctor. My line is very high up. People who join my team are very high up in the company. But I'm just saying, what they did, everyone who I went under, they're all doing very well, because I do well. And that's how that works. So you may have a small network, but if you brought on somebody who has a vast network, and then you put them with me and I help them grow it, Chinriky's doing pretty well. So like Debbie Smith in Indianapolis, who got in after doing the 90-day challenge once, and she was like, I'm gonna live on these, let's slow it down, let's do it. Okay, since I got an Indiana contacting me, I'm probably gonna put him under her. So when I fly out to Indiana, I'm going one line of Indiana. So that woman just got really lucky for signing it. Like, you see how that kind of, it may not be you who has a million contacts, and you don't have people, you're personal training. People look at me and they're like, well, you're a trainer. Well, the people above me are not trainers, and they're doing, it just depends, you know? And I don't want to be, I don't want anything false going on here. I've been to presentations where they're like, if you get in at the beginning, you're gonna make a ton of money. It's not true. Like, you actually have to, our motto is find 3, help them find 3. Okay, so you actually do have to be able to treat it like a job, learn a little bit. I just showed you a little presentation. And you have to be able to actually then make a contact to someone and put them with me. So you don't have time to learn about everything. You don't have time to make a pitch. You don't want to do that, okay? But you've got some people in your mind, just connect them to me. I'll have lunch with them. Because I was only 2 hours a week when I first started, because I was full-time training. I could not even wrap my mind about adding something else to my plate. I was maxed out and burned out, okay? But my upline, I said, I know a few people. And my very first meeting, I had 7 people there, and my upline came and did it, and all of them got in. And I was like, well, that worked. Let's do another one next week. And then I told a few more people about it. And then John McGraw went and had lunch with a couple people when I couldn't even be there. And then all of a sudden I saw him sign in under me, you know? And until you see it, like, legitimately working for you, sometimes you don't have the time to do it. But then once it starts rolling, but you know, you got to define to me, I'll give it 2 hours a week, or I'll give you 3 names, or I don't want to work the business, but I want the vitamins. And I'll be like, okay. You know, but if you want to generate some income with it, and you can supply me with leads, and you can, you know, open the door for me, say, I know a girl who's doing this, and I think this would look great in your office, like Dr. Teeple, you know, like, my chiropractor's using this, I think this would be awesome for your business, or I think that, you know, you would love taking the 90-day challenge, and you're already fit anyway, and people ask you what you take and what you do. I think this would be great business for you, because it's all about getting fit and getting paid and sharing that. You know, if you know people like that, they love this, you know. So it's kind of not how much you can do, but who you know. There's about 2% of people that go hard at this in the end. And all we really want is just people to maintain their $100 auto shipments, and I'll find the 2%, you know, and I'll hold their hands and run hard with them and make it grow around us. So that's network marketing, and I don't want to glamorize it. It's, you know, it's work, and you define what you want out of it. I like it because I don't have a boss. It's on my own schedule. However hard I work is how much I make, and I'm I'm a salesperson, and I've been in sales jobs my whole life where I sold $1 million policy and I got $300 for it. Like, I don't wanna do that. I want the million if I sell the million, you know, like, so that kind of thing. That's why I love network marketing, because you get out what you put in, and so I like to cut all the middlemen out and just however hard they work